at Town. How many of you have been to a Products at Town event anywhere? Awesome. Well, this is our first Products at Town event in San Jose. So you're part of the initial crowd. And yeah, I live in Campbell, so I've been advocating for a South Bay chapter of Products at Town for a long time. And the irony is, once Esky and I got everything organized, I took a job in San Francisco. But I'm still thrilled to be the chapter lead for San Jose, and I'm glad that all of you could come. And I request you to just put the word out so that we have even more people next time. Alright, we'll tell you the schedule of events for the first Wednesday of this month. But for today, I'd love to introduce the founder of Products.com, Esky Mohati, is here with us.
Hello, good evening. It's so amazing. It's actually my first time at a Products that count outside of San Francisco, even though we have events now regularly in New York, London, now soon in San Jose, very soon also in Seattle, and then nobody knows yet that we're going to be announcing Boston very soon. So it's kind of a bit of an emotional moment for me because as I keep telling folks like Randy here and our head of chapter in New York, like 3 years ago, it was like me at my desk. Instead of today, right, Products That Count has hundreds of thousands of product folks around the world who come to our website, like 200,000 of unique visitors, looking at videos, recording of the talks. We host podcasts, articles. We have 20,000 people receiving our newsletter every week. Probably most of you do. And then this monthly speaker series is in San Francisco, now San Jose, New York, London, soon Seattle, Boston. Here it's the first Wednesday of every month. So you can tell your friends we had a little bit of a mishap. Somebody said it brings us luck with the address. Yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to this chapter. And I have to say, like, every chapter has a bit of a different flavor. This one, I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to turn out, and I'm really looking forward to that. So the first thing I want to do is thank our amazing partner here, eBay, and particularly Kamal and Petra. If you guys can just like stand up, please, and thank those guys. We know them for a couple of years, and I have to say, like, we choose the host company like super carefully because we want to make sure that they're going to be as excited to host us as we are to be here. And so we want to make sure they are welcoming like we are, and so on and so on. And Kamal and Petra have been like amazing. We've known them for 2 years. It's just so great to work with the team at eBay. And also one thing to say, I think, is eBay was like real leader of the internet. They're one of the most popular apps on mobile. They're hiring now like across the board in machine learning and stuff. And in case you're wondering, also in engineering. With that, I also want to thank Amplitude. I don't think we have anybody from Amplitude. Yeah, can you guys stand up also? So Amplitude is a company that we're very lucky, or I'm very lucky to be an investor in. They're an analytics company, and they are phenomenal. If you want to talk to them about like putting some analytics to get visibility on your product, those are the guys you need to talk to. And then I also want to thank David over here. Please stand up, David. David is like the nicest and smartest person ever, so you need to talk to him. And he's representing mParticle. mParticle is a data platform, so if you have like complex systems, as often is the case when you're building product and you need to sort of harmonize your data and build some intelligence on top of that, like this is the product to look at. The way we choose our partners is because we're listening to some of the needs that you have about products and making your products better or building better products, and then we find companies that we think are delivering a great service. Anyways, sorry to be taking so much time because nobody cares about all that except for me, and I care about building this great organization. But without further ado, Ranger, I'm going to pass it over to you for the rest of the program, and thank you so much for being here.
So when we're looking for a speaker, especially for the first event for San Jose, I went through my Rolodex of people that I would want to have and listen to. And Jock and I worked together a long time ago at Yahoo, and there are many folks from those Yahoo days here as well. Thanks for coming. And I just have an amazing respect for Job and his product sense. And he's the nicest guy. He can give you be very blunt, but be really nice about it, which I really appreciate. And he's just built amazing products in his career at Yahoo, at LinkedIn, and now at Atlassian. SC was talking about responding to feedback that we get from our PTC members. And in 2017, one of the pieces of feedback we got is we want to hear more from enterprise software folks. And Atlassian is the maker of Jira and Confluence. Most of us have used that at some point in our careers. So here's someone who's building that organization. They have an amazing culture. So I'm as excited as all of you to hear what Job has to say and what he would have told his younger self.
We try to use this. Yeah. Is that a little bit better?
Yeah.
Better? Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm really excited to be here. I'm hoping that this is a bunch of Q&A. I do have some slides that I put together last night that we can go through to tee us up a little bit. Before I jump in, I thought what I would do is give you a little bit of my background, just so you know the experiences that I have, so that when you get to the Q&A, there are things that you may or may not want to ask me. I was really fortunate. My dad was a serial entrepreneur and technician, so I got exposed to technology. I've been a product person for really all of my career, most of it in Silicon Valley. I've been really fortunate in that I've worked for really small companies. I started a company Flux, where I was the first product manager. And then I've worked for companies that wound up getting sold. So the Q2 product for a company where we raised $100 million at a time when that was actually a big deal. It's not so cool. But it was really cool about that. And then I spent 7 years at LinkedIn. I joined with 450 people and about 6,000. So I saw a company that helped me invest through an IPO. And I was a computer product there. I was able to flagship product. They started in mobile, and then mobile really gave the company a job like that. I left LinkedIn because I wanted to start something. I wanted to get back to my roots. And in that moment, when I was thinking about what I was doing next, I had a guy that was the founder of Atlassian in Australia. And he said, hey, I'd love to chat with you, we're doing some cool stuff. And we got here, I shared with him what I was trying to do, he shared with me what he was trying to do. And then every so often, we do a video when he's going to get together. Pretty quickly, I realized that his community is pretty good. I'm now at the point of my career where I'm not really looking for a job, I'm looking for a career, I'm looking for a college. And Atlassian's scholarly resonated with me. What we're trying to do is we're trying to push the power of the team. So if the benefit I think to myself, but if we could accelerate, that's pretty good. But we should be trying to just do one thing. No, I go to bed and I think, wow, there's so many people in the world doing amazing things. What if we could make them do those amazing things faster? Or if we could solve the concern more faster? All that would have real impact, so that's why I joined Atlassian. I've only been there 7 months, so I'm not building any current questions that we have. Please do submit and talk to the entrepreneurs if there are things that we do have some great plans. Before I jump in, I would love to know a little bit about you. So just show of hands, are you an assistant product manager? Come on, get out there. Awesome, love it. Okay, senior planner, principal. Okay, are you group product manager or plus? Anything about the product manager? Are you not a product person? Awesome. This is great. This is like really big diversity here. So we've got people coming from different viewpoints. So we'll go ahead and we'll be a little we'll get a bit of something for everybody. What I did talk to Randy and Garcia about is, I said, one of the things that's been bugging me a little bit, I could have just told my younger self, whether it's, if I tell my younger self, I could have accomplished more, and I'm interested in helping product brothers and sisters to get better. So hopefully there's at least one thing here that you're going to take away and that you're going to think about after, and that's going to be first lesson is be a Renaissance thinker. I want to talk about this as a setup. Mr. Elkis, who was a teacher when I was in middle school, convinced me that I should try to be a Renaissance person. He said, I want you to take some physics, I want you to read masters, I want you to take some math courses. I want you to be really well-rounded, because in that well-roundedness, you're going to be able to connect the dots in life better than if you were very narrow in your approach to numbers. And I thought about what that translates to products. I have a post that I LinkedIn that I did several years ago. I think it's probably the most popular post that I put out there. And in that, I'm trying to describe how I think about product craft, and not just me, lots and lots of people. When I say to folks that are products, you're going to be a dog in this client world. And that means that you're going to be a blend of a general manager, a scientist, or an artist. And if you know where your dog is, it's really valuable in the way that you try to build out your career. So let's talk quickly about that. General managers, they're really good in business, they want to build a business, they oftentimes go graduate from camp and become CEOs. Right? Scientists, those are people who pick up a whole main product movement, right? I'm going to build, measure, and learn. They're trying to use the scientific method to get at the truth of how we build things. My friends at Google, my friends who are working funnels, e-commerce funnel or web funnel, they tend to do lots of experimentation, A/B testing as their scientists going. And then our artists, those are people who are trying to get at the soul of the act. What's the thing about? They have high aesthetic sensibility, right? So you're a god, and you have to figure out where that god is. So going back to Mr. Elkis' advice to me, as I thought about it, I said, look, I want to be somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to be in the middle. I'm not polymath. I'm not great at all three of those disciplines. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pick a forte. I'm going to try to learn about those different areas, but then I'm going to specialize on them. So do more teaching to do all of those techniques. If you look at a traditional APM program that we gives general audience, I sponsored the APM program at LinkedIn. I sponsored an APM program at Lassen. We generally tend to come in through this way in terms of the technical degree. By the way, I should say that APMs, I think that's a disservice. Just have so much focus on training, and there's lots of things with that. Then you come up, and then you kind of figure out how you're going to do it. And then as you get more senior in your career, you naturally get pulled up to be general manager. Towards that part, not that you're going to get stuck in the corner, but you're going to get pulled up because you're responsible for building a business. If we don't have a business, then we don't have jobs. So what I want to do is, I'm going to just think about it just 1 second. Go ahead and raise your hand if you think that you're God. And remember, you're a combination of these. And also remember, there's no right answer. Raise your hand if you think God is not the right. So whether it's that's a balance. Good. Awesome. So think about, that's where you are. And then the next thing you'll want to think about is that what you want to do? Because you're all really smart. Right? You were born with some skills, but you nurture for wherever you want to be. So think about where you might want to be. So in students, their job is kind of the local team, right? The designer of the room. And then scientists, go ahead and raise your hand. So if you are, you're cheating, you're not playing along. I haven't played a lot. Well, let's keep on. Yeah, and then there's scientists, right? So it's a good, quick model for us to think about. If you're a GPM boss, if you're a manager, this is a goal when it comes to building a growth plan for your product managers that are working for you. Because it gives them this way to frame where am I trying to get to. But then it's also helpful for you because as you're building up the teams, you need people with different sets of skills. It's a quick way to identify, oh, you've got a scientist person here, loves being a scientist, great. You got another thing on the growth team, let's try to get that person in a position where they can be successful. I'm going to quickly flash through this one. In here, what I've done is if you think about a company, that any one of the companies in Silicon Valley, we're going to have a hiring rubric, and we're going to have a performance, a way to kind of gauge your success as a product manager. It's kind of interesting to say, well, what are they? Like, what do you care about? What's the competency if you're going to hire me and then evaluate me? And as you can see, there's kind of a big cloaking around a few areas, which is that product manager needs to be good at leading inspired, they have to be good at product mastering, they're outcome-driven, results-driven, and then they're a great community. So lastly, in the Atlassian of product management, we really focus on these 4 pillars. The fourth one being communication. One could argue that communication is really an aspect of leading, inspiring, product mastering, driving outcomes. We call it out specifically because we want to make sure that you're awesome at it. We are experts. Lesson number 2, probably. So raise your hand. So you're all, most of you are product managers now, you have a team. I want you to picture a team manager. Not someone who's on the product side of you, a designer or an engineer. You got it? You got that in your head? I'm going to see this person in the hall tomorrow, so tell me where you work. And I'm going to say, hey, what are we doing with the product? What's the strategy? What's your strategy for winning? How do you think that person is going to win your grades? Go ahead and raise your hand. I'm going to say, I'm going to say, great, so strategy. What are your priorities? What are the top 3 things in order? Are they going to give me a good answer or raise your hand? And generally, you can see where this is going, right? It's like, we do a shitty job at that. Like, we need to do an awesome job because we're trying to lead the whole team into building that product. If we have a shared context, it's not just a product person's responsibility, it's the engineer, the design, the product come together. And we're all leaning into the same problem. So we get creativity coming from all different angles. That can only happen if we have a plan. So this is where you pull out your phone and take a picture of this. So I've used it for 9 years. And I want you to at least try it if you want. If you feel like your team's on the same page and doing awesome plans, don't take a picture of this. Do what you're doing. If you want to give something new a shot because you think there's a better way, again, I've done this for 9 years. I've seen 700 plus product teams come through with this format. I can tell you what's great about it, I can tell you what sucks about it. But we're going to walk through it real quick. The whole idea is this is your team doing it. And Jeff Weiner, CEO of LinkedIn, has a really nice blog post called Vision and Values. It's out there. Jeff's talking about it from the context of running a company. I have shrunk it because I'm talking about, changed it a little bit because I'm talking about it in the context of this. We run teams, we run squads. I want that squad to know what they're doing. It starts with a vision. So for the team, that's what's your team doing? What inspires you to create that shared purpose? You have strategies. These are, Jeff willed this into my head. I worked with Jeff for 9 years. He ruthlessly, painfully puts tissue about this. The strategies have to have a competitive edge. So you can't beat the competition by beating the competition. So you got to come in, you got to say, how am I going to do something different? What am I not going to do? What am I going to do? That's the strategy. Objectives. You're familiar with OKRs or KPIs. You probably have that's the flow, the objective piece, right? What we're trying to do there is just say, hey, if we could only have one objective, one North Star, what would that be? We're going to point the tool towards that. Priorities, jobs to be done, you're familiar with, and target segmentation. The genius of this is that you do not use a font less than 11 points. That's the genius of it. In that constraint, you will actually create a working document and someone stands a chance of holding it up. The vast majority of Silicon Valley will go through planning and setting up a blueprint for their team with 15 slides. No one can remember 15 slides. Could they remember one slide? Yeah, they probably did. And if it was really well written, because you didn't have lots of words, because you were constrained by another like one page, you might actually get it. I'm not going to walk through this if I want to keep us going, but I did spend 10 minutes, and when I actually have fun doing this sometimes. I'll do it for competitors. So last night, a quick example would be Twitter. I was reading an article about the foundation, founding Twitter. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pretend that I'm Jack Dorsey and Evan Williams, and I'm going to write the blueprint for the team back in 2006 when they started the product. So what's the vision? The vision, right? What's the dream for Twitter? The dream is that they would be the pulse of the planet. And that's kind of what they are, right? Like something happens over in Iraq, and we hear about it here. Our president does something, and people are pissed off at some other part of the country. Like, it is the pulse of the planet. There's strategies where how am I going to, I want to produce a microbiome company. You have to go back in time. Some people know this. But back then, it was all about blogs. Like Evan Williams had sold blogging. Blogging is long-form content. It takes a lot of effort to write that. So the innovation here is like, oh, what if it could only be 140 characters? Like more people would actually write, because if you wrote something bad, it'd be like, hey, man, 140 characters. Like, you didn't understand. I didn't know the words. Right? Twitter is crazy. Or if you're on a blog and you do a big thing and you spend 4 days on it, and then someone comes out and says, hey, man, this sucks for this reason, boom, boom, boom. And you're like, oh, shit, I don't know why this part. So that was an innovation. They were going mobile, they were going to be a platform. You get the drift, right? So look at that. We can look at this. And I can say without counting forward, it's like, hey, let's move it over. And there'll be a good chance that people will remember that. Lesson 3, words move us. What do I mean? I want you to think of examples. It's very simple. In 2001, 2007, the Yahoo people remember this. Started as our CEO. I remember he came and he was talking to a few folks. Before he joined Yahoo for 24 years at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers was movie studio. And they said, hey Terry, what was the pitch that was the best pitch you ever got at Warner Brothers? Or a producer coming in and saying, hey, I want to produce this movie. What's the best pitch ever? He said, well, I gave $65 million to someone to make a movie off of 2 words. 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 Those 2 words? Spielberg dinosaurs. Jurassic Park, it's like, it's genius. You're like, wow, literally 2 words. I totally get everything. I get why you're producing it. I get what the movie's going to be about. I get that it's going to be a bestseller. Words with us. Let's do another example. Ernest Hemingway, everyone knows, writer, Old Man and the Sea, and that's the book. This is folk rock, probably not true, but it's cool to say this is something. One of his writer friends, he had a waiter. They said, can you make a novel in 6 words? And Hemingway said, I can make a novel in 6 words. That's pretty powerful, right? What happened? By shoes for walking, the shoes too small, something more practical. Your mind just goes. With those 6 words, you build a whole novel. Right? I'm mentioning that because remember going back to that blueprint that I shared, communications. I once ran a survey when I was at LinkedIn, and I said, what are the traits of the top 1% in the world? And 70% of the product managers at LinkedIn responded to that survey. By far, like double number 2. Product managers there said, well, if you're going to be top 1%, you're going to be awesome. So you focus on communication. So what I want to tell you about 2 modes of communication we use a lot. One is storytelling. It's how it inspires you to get behind the vision that you have and what you're doing. And then the second is just the facts. Like, just the facts mode, I'm driving outcomes. So let's look at the shape of how we tell the stories. So in storytelling, Kurt Vonnegut, he's a writer, also a professor. There's a 4-minute video on YouTube. Look it up, Kurt Vonnegut. It's pretty funny. It's on the shape of the stories. And he basically has this access. He's like, look, all stories in the world kind of go the same way. There's good fortune, there's bad fortune. There's a beginning and there's an end. There's probably a middle. He said they kind of look like this. Like if you're in a Disney story, right? Like Disney always starts with tragedy for some reason. Think about it, right? Like Bambi, well, my mom got killed. Lion King, well, my dad got killed. We go home. I get stolen by some divers. It's like, what the hell is going on, right? But they start. It's like, oh, mom disappears, dad remarries. I get some evil stepsisters. I go to a ball and I'm not swing, holy crap, gotta leave. Oh man, they kind of comes back in and you're going back and forth. Like, so when you're out there, you're telling stories to inspire people to get what they what we're trying to do. We're trying to build a product. So a better example is from Nancy Duarte. I've never read Nancy Duarte stuff. Definitely go check her out. She's got a TED Talk on YouTube. She's got a great website. Have you ever saw the Convenient Truth, Al Gore? Al Gore, amazing story. All those slides that are on there that are kind of the backdrop and driver of that story were done by Nancy Duarte. Some slides for Al Gore and a bunch of other people. Master presenter. One of the observations she makes is in the story, product that you tell, and this is really applicable to product. It's like, this is what it is. This is what it could be. Think about Mark Luther King. Like, you go back and look at some of his great speeches. He's like, this is the way the world works. This is the way we do the world work. Goes back. This is the way it's working. This is the way we're going to make it work. It's the back and forth, right? That showing both sides of it. I do that, so I do a bunch of press when I was at last year as well. This is like my go-to slide. I can sit down with someone in the press, like newspaper, what have you, and I show them 2 slides. I'm like, hey, this is the thing that we have. It was good. This is what we just introduced. Isn't that awesome? And I let the other one, this one I make really crappy. Like I didn't crop it, phones are off. This one's gorgeous. I'm like, this is the way it used to work, this is the way it should work. Well, we can do that with anything, right? Like, oh, let's go back to this Twitter example. This is the way that the world used to work. It was blogging. There's so many things that are bad about blogging. This is the way the world can work. More people would actually blog if people speak into 140 characters. The world will look different. Communications will look different. And doing it, comparing and contrasting that and that becomes inspiration. Okay, that was the storytelling. Kind of got it, took something, maybe got the comment. Let's talk about just the facts. I want you to think for a second. It's just the facts. What's the shape of that story? Okay. You're going to flip the order. You're going to start with conclusion, and then you're going to go ahead and tell the story. So it's all about boom. This is what it is. Where, how are we doing? How's the business doing? It sucks. I'll tell you what. Instead of it's going okay, this is where we ended. So it's reversed. Right? The thing that we're looking for, just the facts, and this is the point I want to stress, is that we're really looking for wisdom. Think about information. It starts with data, there's information, there's knowledge, there's wisdom. Wisdom is connecting the dots. When people are in just the facts mode, it's about sharing wisdom. Here's an example. I showed up on day 1 at Atlassian. On the left is an email that we're sending the CEO for my team. I'm like, what's he supposed to do? He's the CEO. It's like a wall of words. And then we sat down and we spent a couple minutes and we redid it. And we said, oh, okay. Here are the key takeaways. If you only have 2 seconds, look at these. Here's what we're driving against. Here's the OKRs. And then the last part is this is what's coming next. Really straightforward, right? Wisdom. Start a movement. So as a product manager, there are 2 things that are going on. There's unity of command and there's unity of government. Right? Unity of command is top down. people report to you, you tell them what to do, this is a military concept. Community of effort is something different. This really struck home. I was listening to a podcast by Admiral Allen, who was responsible for the deep rising. Remember that 200 million gallons of oil in the Gulf of Mexico, costing $260 billion. He said, holy crap, man, I get dropped in here, and I'm expecting, from the Coast Guard, I'm expecting unity of command, and just gonna tell people, do this, do that, and we're gonna clean up the thing. And it's like, we didn't have in the military, we didn't have all that. We needed industry, we needed academia, we needed community development. As a product manager, most of your life is in community government. And what that means is that you've got to inspire people from to get behind you. I learned this when I was in college. I worked for Congresswoman Snow. And I learned how to create movements and how to get elected. When you think about our presidency, 300 million people, incredibly diverse views get together and they vote. And at the end of the day, when they step into the voting polls, they look at, oh, Obama. Oh, this guy's going to make America great, build a wall. Oh, and this one, read my lips. Nobody talks since I was pushed here. Like, you're making decisions based upon a rallying cry that kind of expresses the movement. So your job as product people is to create movements, right? And you can see it at the corporate level. The time when the internet, when Gates said, oh, whoa, this internet thing is going to screw Microsoft, wrote a memo, labeled it, created a movement. Elon, right at Nicola, said, we stand on the burning platform. I need to make a decision, and that's what we're going to do. We got people behind me for a really painful decision. Coming with mobile, Zuckerberg, right on the IPO. He said, no problem people can come into my office unless they're showing me mobile screens. Because we are now a mobile company as of day now. Right? And then look at what Sunder at Google's saying. If there's any Google folks out there, it's a powerful message. Get behind electricity or fire. Get behind AI if you're working at Google right now. So that's the thing, right? Like, you need to create movements through your work. I remember doing this lots of different times. The biggest one I probably did was mobilizing LinkedIn. I had a rallying cry, I had why we were doing it, I had a success metric, and this was how. I said, how we're doing it? 3 Ps. We're going to change our people, our practices, and our products. Pretty simple, right? That's a movement. So that's the new advantage. And then finally, briefly, I just wanted to touch upon something that's really near and dear. It's probably one of the things that if you work with me or you work for me, you're most apt to say, hey, how does job work? Like, what's its style? They hopefully would say the word creative interpretation. But let me explain what that is. So I do not believe in Newtonian-like discoveries. I think that's a fairy tale. Like Newton sitting under a tree and an apple falls, like, oh man, I got all the laws of relativity in my head, and just write them down. When I was younger, I used to think that's the way we were supposed to do stuff. So I'd be like, ooh, this is a super hard problem. Hold on, I'm going to the library for 8 hours. I'm going to figure this shit out. I'm going to come back with an answer. That is totally wrong. Do not do that. We are social creatures. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get the best ideas. And if you look at the journey of an idea, right, it has to go through divergent thinking, convergent, right? There are divergence, like the more ideas, the better. Convergent is like, let's narrow in on this idea. And until you get over time, something gets done. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to bring people with you on that journey. And this is my last slide saying, the way that I do that is I get 2 to 6 people together. There could be more. There could be a room of 20 people, I don't care. But typically what's going to happen is 2 to 6 of them are going to be very active in moving that idea forward. So we're going to take the idea, we're going to put it on the workbench, and then we're going to do movements. And if people don't understand what this process is, they're going to be like, oh, that looks really kind of weird and scary. Are you attacking me? And it's like, no, we're attacking the idea. That idea is rough. We're chipping off the edges. We're polishing it. And we're going to build the best product of our life because we are bringing diversity of ideas and cognition around that idea to make it better. So that's another baggage track. I love meetups that are in a lunch line and they're like, oh, hey, Sally, I'm thinking about this is what we're doing next. Or, they're just hanging out after work, having a beer, and it's like, hey, Bob, let me run something by you. This is what we're thinking. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do, right? Get out there and try to have people working on your idea to make that thing better. Those are a lot of slides, a lot of information. Makes sense? You got it all? Cool. All right. So that was just the recap of what we covered. Renaissance thinker. Think about that PM craft triangle, right? If you're a manager, go ahead and share that framework with people. Lesson 2, have a plan. I shared the team blueprint. Go and look at the players' post on vision and values, because that's really is nice stuff. Lesson 3, words move us. You're either storytelling format or just the facts. Very different modes of communication. You need both. Lesson 4, start a movement. That's going to start with a rallying cry. Think about politicians. They are the best at starting movements. Yeah, they're up there. They're up for top 3, right? And then lesson 5, create confrontation with one. And that's where, like, I have this thing called Demo Trust. It's just a meeting. It's every week. Thursday is the start out. We work on product together. We come in, any of your ideas. I don't care if it's paper, whiteboard if you want. And then we're just going to sit down and work on that product.
All right, good job, right on time.
Yeah.
Thank you. Was that awesome, guys? We're coming up for Q&A. So go ahead and ask Jock your questions for the recording. Jock, just make sure you repeat the question.
Yes.
Is it better? Is the audio better if you use this mic versus his mic? All right, so Jock, can we switch?
No, this one doesn't. It's not working for Bill back there? No. Yes.
I agree with all of the lessons you laid out here, but whenever, in many cases, when I was going to pitch a new idea or try to do something completely different, the first question I always get asked is, where's the money? Show me the detailed business plan before we can move forward on anything. And we immediately get sucked into the weeds.
Yeah. Repeat the question. So the question is, when we go to present new ideas, we often get very quickly brought over to, yeah, then show me the money. What are some of the things we can I think part of it is the cultural thing. Depending on the cultural environment you're in. In that cultural environment will also be the team that you're in a given group. It might be a organization team over at LinkedIn. They actually were asking that question really frequently. But all the other product teams on that were never asking that. They were their frame of mind was how are we delivering customer value and money to follow. I have silver bullet answer for you, but I would want to talk through why we always go there versus not talking about customer value first, and then how we're going to look at money. There was a really good book that someone recommended, and Holly Butcher, it was it's a monetization innovation. I can get it to you afterwards because it's in my email account. And it was actually good. And the concept behind it was that you actually need to be thinking about monetization earlier in the cycle than we do. But I don't know, I would start with this cultural question around it. And the other thing that will be important is really new ideas, really big ideas. They're important to our company, are really fragile. They're like seeds, and people can easily rain on a seed, and the left brain can come and wipe out that seed. So it's really important to protect the seed, because you can look like, hey, we're trying to prioritize things, we're trying to move stuff forward, but those seeds are what guide the future of the company. So oftentimes what I'll do there is I'll say, hey, this idea is part of our venture bet. And then I talk about the whole product portfolio. And I say, look, there's in the portfolio, there's an allocation of projects that we have. 70% of them are core, 20% of them are growth from adjacent markets, and 10% are venture. Venture ideas have the same odds as just any venture business. Go to YC, it's like 1 out of 10 of them, 2 out of 10, not whose stats you want to look at, like everything wildly successful. But we need to do those in order to be paying forward. Like we need something we're going to do in 3 years, 5 years down the line. So for some of those bigger ideas, you might just try to pull people back and say, this is the venture thing. We agree it's part of the 10%. Don't bother me with the revenue and stuff like that. I'll figure out if I can get a product market fit, and then I'll have a business plan and I'll try to work with them. Any questions? Other
Right when you have the vision structure, then as you go along doing feeding, of course, the goal, does it rework of strategy of going after the change, of pivoting or diverting?
Yeah, okay, good question. So we've got the blueprint, but we also have creative confrontation. So the blueprint typically gets made in our annual planning cycle or when a new team gets spun up. And then that blueprint will be shined up and go through our quarterly review. So it's always there as a reminder to people that are in management or other parts of leadership that are trying to use that information to help run the business. And what will happen is, sure, from time to time, those things will change. The priority section of the template will change all the time. We'll change from quarter to quarter. We'll finish a big project. We'll have another priority. The strategies will change less frequently. Think about them changing on the annual boundary or maybe within a quarter boundary. Because you might have a competitor come out, and that competitor does something that now relegates one of your strategies irrelevant. Like they just took the game over here, so we're going to kill one strategy and we're going to go with a new strategy. So we have a new game that we can play. So that would change. And then the vision, it's like the true north. So visions tend not to change. The words sometimes get defined over time. Someone comes in and they're like, hey, it's actually this. Or if you have a new leader come in, they might step back from it and say, hey, let's take another look at do you have the right blueprint or should we do it? All right?
How many large
Yeah. Yeah, great question. So the question was, how many large initiatives should a company take on at any given point in time? It really just depends on the size of the organization. If you're a really large organization, like LinkedIn is now or EA is now, there's actually quite a few number of initiatives that you can go on at the time. I think what happens is you tend to be bounded by leadership bandwidth and communication bandwidth. So if you're not out there trying to get, like the magic of, there's an African proverb which says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So if you're really thinking about believing you want to go far, what you're trying to do is take, at LinkedIn it was typically 3-ish things. They were really core to what we're trying to do that year. And we get them up there and we say, look, the whole product portfolio, you're going to do what you need to do to compete in your area. But know that you're also going to be pulling the war against one of these 3 things. So talk to us about how you're contributing to that. So 3 things would be kind of a good number. Once you get too many of them, then it's your efficacy behind getting the team together starts to dwindle pretty quick. Because again, just think of how many people are having at once. 5 to 7 days. There's already a whole bunch of stuff like that. Hopefully, the person whether it's small.
Two-part question.
Okay. So let's start with what is a risk that I took. There's much. I'll give you two examples. I'll put them short. One example is starting with a company. So it's kind of, you have a paycheck, I was working at Yahoo, it's a pretty good sized paycheck, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go. And I started a company. Also decided that I was going to take mentor money, so I really just wanted to be my own boss. Again, my dad started his own companies and he funded them himself, so I kind of had that in my head. It's like, ooh, that was so awesome. So I wanted to just really rip it the band-aid off. Like, I started a company, we used our own money, and then we asked the question, hey, we can live anywhere in the world, where do we want to live? We were living in Palo Alto, and we decided to move to Tahoe. It would be awesome for green cost of Tahoe. So it was like, there was like multiple levels of like risk going on. You have 4 kids too, so you're like, okay, so you're gonna leave this paycheck, you're gonna go start a company, you kind of know the idea could work, but you don't really know. You have 4 kids that are really happy in school, you can rip them out and you can go over here, and you're gonna build your dream house, which take like 2 years to build. That sounds awesome. Like I remember, I went to this huge party in my backyard, and I got a taco truck show up. And the number of people I hadn't had after several years, like, show up and were like, man, that's crazy. Like, I have no idea what you're doing. That sounds really cool. And it was like, yeah, I guess I'm the only one thinking about it. Another one more pertinent would be, when I took a role at I joined, like I had been running much larger teams. And it was like, hey, you can run this team, it's got 12 people, and it's on mobile. And I was like, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know about the title. I don't know, it's like 12 people. But I really believed that mobile was actually huge. And at that point, it was very clear. Only 8% of our traffic was coming from mobile. But because I believed in the macro trend, that I thought that was going to be really important. And LinkedIn was still small. 450, I knew it was going to grow fast. It was kind of this calculated risk of, you know what, just go for it. Jump into that. It'll be super fun. Like, you'll love it. And sure enough, like that team grew very quickly, with 100 people, and then it gobbled up some more stuff. So I wasn't just running mobile, I was running the flagship product on desktop. And last initiative I ran, I had 650 people in the entire team. So you start with a team that was like 12 people, 7 years later, it's 650 people. So that was a risk where it was like, oh, yeah, that worked pretty well. Something? I didn't make mistakes. So the question was, what was a mistake that I made early on? What did I do about it? Yeah, like I believe in wabi sabi. I beauty is imperfection. I'm wildly imperfect. I make mistakes all the time. So I think part of it was not getting too hung up on it. It's like just roll through it. Not admitting my mistakes probably really fun. I remember this guy Dan Crowd was my arch nemesis. I got out of graduate school. I graduate school at Cornell. Got out of Cornell. Went to start the internet group at Melly Investments. I was one of the founding members. There was 12 people in that group. It was awesome. I was doing really well. Grew super fast, became vice president really quickly, and then I get this boss Dan Crowd, crazy smart, MIT, Cornell, educated, Israeli, super fun, approximately 0 bushel IQ. I say that because we're good friends. And then just the lessons that I learned from here were phenomenal. Like I came in, everyone, I'd show my work and be like, hey, this is awesome, this is great. I'd show it to Dan, and within a split second, he would say, there are 2 critical flaws in this work that we need to discuss. I'd be like, I was across the hall, and I'm getting a Medal of Honor for this thing. I come over here, and like you're shitting all over it. And the truth of the matter is, Dan was right. Like, there are 2 critical flaws. You need to objectively observe that you need to get better at accepting that criticism, not taking it personally, saying Dan is interested in doing this right for the business. Dan wanted to talk about how we could make that better. Because if we made that better, we're all going to be more successful. You'll see that when you get less.
All right, we have one more question. All right, one more question. You picked up.
I think there was a question for Jeff. Yeah. Yes. Right. So when we're in the beginning of the career, how do we know in that triangle what we should try to build as a forte? And I would say the great part about being in the beginning of the career is try to get velocity in your career. Like the more patterns that you can see, the more valuable you're going to be. So don't just hunker down too quickly. Read copy and really set up the way that we thought about moving people around the organization. We called it a tour duty. So you're going to sit down with the employee and you're going to say, hey, for the next tour, what do you want to do? And a typical tour was 12 months, 16 months. And you say, this is what we're going to accomplish. If you can get yourself in that environment or create those environments for yourself, I think you better serve just because you'll try to pick pieces of the triangle. Because imagine if you premature optimizations and you multiple people, all to your family, you don't want to say, oh, I'll let on scientists and learn like, whoa, later on that GM thing was actually what was my superpower. You're trying to figure it out. So I think kind of trying to skirt through it the best that you can is probably the best strategy.
Right. So thanks, Joff. We have a few more things to cover, and then Joff will be around for a few more minutes if you want to ask him any questions. Are you guys familiar with shoutouts? For those of you who've done PTC events before, you guys know what shoutouts are? No? All right. So shoutouts are, anyone is welcome to come up here and do a kind of call out or shout out for things that they're passionate about. So if your company is hiring, or if you're hiring for any position, product or otherwise, that's a typical shout out. So you're welcome to come up here. Once again, shout out to our sponsors, eBay, and there's somebody who is in the background who's made this whole event possible. Tony, can you stand, please? The audio, video, the amazing food, that was all Tony. So thank you very much. And our other sponsors, where did I see? Yep, there we go, Amplitude and mParticle. So thank you guys, and we look forward to seeing you here again. Anyone else wants to do shout outs? Come on up here. All right.
Hey everybody, I'm Olga. I have a bunch of PC events now in San Jose. I'm with the relatively small Israeli-based cybersecurity startup, and we are looking for Silicon Valley local demand gen director. If you are one or know of one, talk to me.
Anyone else?
Hi, everybody.
That's really. Kamal from eBay, thank you all for coming to here this evening and job. Amazing talk. Learned a lot from today. We have lots of sessions. So go to our careers page, right from leadership level to product management, engineering, like as you mentioned, machine learning, AI, there's so many, right? And it's still a brand new company, right? So please consider sort of like applying and trying.
Anyone else? All right. Okay, so what's coming up next? We have our next event, same place, Wednesday, March 7th, right here. And we have Mike Grushaber, who's currently head of product at a company called Beachbody in Santa Monica. He was previously head of product at Etsy, also worked at LinkedIn, I believe, and at Yahoo. So he'll be here, and then we've got a great lineup after that as well. The early bird tickets for this are almost sold out, so grab yours tonight. You'll also get an email already, which is a survey for this event. And that's basically our Net Promoter Score. We believe in quick feedback. Josh didn't mention that, but he believes in quick feedback as well. So we want to make sure that we give him quick feedback on today's event. So if you can take a couple of minutes tonight and take that survey that's in your inbox, that would be much appreciated. All right? Thank you guys for coming out here. Greek night in San Jose. So please publicize the events. You see all that stuff on our products.com page. Sign up for the newsletter. And let's go from 20,000 product folks to even more. And let's make sure all these seats are filled for our next event. All right? Have a great evening. Thanks for coming here.